welcome back to our channel. Before I start, I have an audience this morning. If we zoom over there on the dock, there's 3 baby bald eagles waiting for mom and dad to bring them some fish. We might get lucky and see nature in action. In today's video, we're going to talk about our flatbed camper builds. In the truck bed industry, there's a term called CA. That stands for cab to axle. You take a tape measure from the back of the cab to the center of the axle. This particular truck is a CA 60, so that'd be 60 inches from back of cab, center of axle. There are 4 CAs that we're going to talk about: a 42, a 56, a 60, and an 84. The first two, the 42 and the 56, are pickup truck, dually pickup trucks that come with the factory bed. The upfitter company would remove the factory bed and install the flatbed on it. The CA42 is, to my knowledge, there's only one truck that has that. That's the Ram 3500 dually with the mega cab. Then the 56 is all of your other 3. Ford, Chevy, Dodge 3500 long bed dualies. The 60 and the 84 are cab and chassis trucks. They come with just the cab, and then you have the bare chassis. Those are in the F450, 550, and the Ram and Chevy 4500 and 5500 trucks. There's a CA60 and 84 in those two. Let's talk about our camper builds. So currently we offer the 6 Series and the 8 Series camper. For the slide-in pickup truck version. They're 7.7 wide. If you go on our website and you're going to be building a camper, there will be a box that you could check that says CA flatbed build. What that does is that takes a 6 Series or an 8 Series camper, makes it 5 inches wider for the flatbed. This particular truck, the 60 CA, you can either get a 9-foot or a 9.5-foot bed on it. This is a 9.5-foot. This is a Series 6 camper, which is now a CA42 because the box was clicked for the CA build. You can either go a big habitat, a bigger camper, or a smaller garage, or a larger garage and a smaller camper. The only truck you can't do that on will be the CA42 Ram Mega Cab that we talked about. That would be all camper. It would be this camper would fill up the whole bed and you'd still preserve the bulkhead on it. But that particular build, there would be no room for a garage. You can go on our website, kingstar.net, and check out the builds on there. You can send us an email, you give us a call, and we can go over more of the details on how you can mix and match these on the particular truck you have or that you're looking to get. A little side note before we wrap this up: this truck was converted by Buckstop. They have a store in Oregon and in Texas. You'll have to Google it up. I don't know the website, but just type in Buckstop truck builders and you'll get right to their website. What they did, this was a factory F450, the typical dually, 19.5-inch wheels on it. What they do is they put a 4-inch lift on it. This is their stage 3 build. They also do liquid spring. I don't know if they call it a stage 4 or 5, but liquid spring is a whole nother animal. You could go on their website, Google liquid spring. It's a very elaborate suspension, a hydraulic suspension. This is still a spring suspension. So what Buckstop does is they pretty much do the whole front end is their front end, from the springs, shocks, drag links, you name it. They also manufacture, they make their own bumpers. There's got to be a handful of them that I've seen, like maybe half dozen bumpers. And they got the lighting bar. They got area to put your winches in, depending on the truck. I believe there's a 12,000, a 16.5, and maybe even a 20,000 pound winch. You can get the LED lighting in them. They also manufacture, this is their own fender. They made this fender. They take off the factory plastic fender. Also, in-house, they do their own wheels. It's a beautiful one-piece aluminum wheel. It's rather light compared to the old, I forget what they call them, the beadlock wheels, or their three-piece wheels, which were steel, very heavy. And then you can pan in here and see their suspension on it. It's their own shocks, I believe, that they have specifically made for them. They don't just add a blocker here. They have a spring, their own spring, to get that extra 4 inches. In the back, it's pretty much a stock suspension in the back. The rear leaf spring package from the factory, that stays. They will put a 4-inch block in the back with longer U-bolts, and then they'll have bracketry here that they lower down because the truck went up. They got to bring these cables down so they're in the same position that they were from the factory. Well, that's it. Thank you for tuning in, and again, go to kingstar.net to check out all that we have in campers and accessories. Thank you and have a great day.